And I'm live, probably. At least I would be if YouTube would tell me I'm live. Well, or show me, I mean. Oh yeah, I'm live. Yeah, it's me. Yeah. Such a lackluster start to a stream. I think it's why people start streams with videos and stuff, because it's like, you click the button, you go, what do we do now? What do we do? What shall I do? Show you the big screen with the graphic equalizer. Oh well, there's people here now. Moz65 here with 3.01 subscribers. Do you want to know the exact number? If it'll tell me somewhere. Let me tell you the exact number of subscribers. Because we passed the 3,000 mark last time. Whoa. I haven't done a video since then though, so unlikely to get subscribers. If you don't do videos, nothing happens on your channel. That's how YouTube works. Here we go. It's a massive, an enormous. Oh, 3,015. Wow, there you go. I've got 3,015 subscribers. It's a giant leap. Good evening all then. Mr. Jaws of Mayhem, Moz65 Okami DG, don't know how you inflect that. And Lock Money Go. 34%? Yes, that's right. It got 34%. It's a bit of a mixed bag, the reviews. There's nothing in between. It's just like, it's like 90% or 30%, I think. It's weird. But Amiga Format and Amiga Power both gave it absolutely nothing. They said it was dirge. It's Jimbo. I've got a bit of it up here. What does it say? The nice intro promises a lot of depth, adventure and action, but little comes along in the actual game. There you go. The control and direction finding leaves you growling with frustration. The animation sequences get repetitive after a short while, not really making up for the lack of gameplay. And then it says 30 quid, 2 hours from start to finish. That's more expensive than going down to the arcade and playing coin ops. I wish we could still do that. But we can't. 2 hours gameplay, we could get through it in the stream. And the final word is a lackluster game that falls pitifully short of its original aim. 34%. I'm not sure if they're just marking it down because it's where's the box? I'm not sure if they're just marking it down. Epic. That's what I'm going to be playing. I don't even know if this works, by the way. This might not even work. So that might be the epic fail. But there you go. Epic. I've never played it. I'd never heard of it until recently. But I've got it. So, what the hell? I'm hoping it runs on the 1200 because it'll probably run better on that. Probably. Yeah, the box art is good. It's an Ocean game, so they did good box art, didn't they? For most of their stuff. What else did they say in the review? So I don't know if this is one of these cases of like, they bigged it up so much, and then when it came out, they're like, it's just a game. What's, you know, so they mark it down. Or is it just like, it's actually a good game, but maybe it's not worth 30 quid and they hyped it up too much. Yeah, because it even says, so after all the hype, the long delays, and the promise of a massive space saga. Where have we heard that before? It's what's the game they're making? The massive space saga that isn't happening. All we have is a futuristic, toned-down version of F29 with less missions and less than challenging gameplay. It's Star Citizen I'm thinking of. Does the pilot wear Nintendo Power Gloves? I don't know, actually. He's got something on. He's got... Is that what you're talking about there? He's got those on. So I don't know. Sounds like No Man's Sky, but without the year's worth of free patches making it amazing. I was thinking of Star Citizen, but it could be No Man's Sky as well. You know, like you hype it up and, you know, takes I mean, 2 years in the big scheme of things for an Amiga game is a long time. So that might be what the kind of thing that's going on here. It says, sorry, but adding a few in-between animations which take a while to plod through, many of them being repeated, doesn't improve things. Well, hang on, let me put some more music on. Let me put different music on. I'm going to pick some more random stuff. I've not downloaded any of this stuff for ages. Noise Plus mod. We'll roll with it. I don't know what it is, but we're rolling with it. It's Sherlock. Hello. What else did he say? Digital Image Design started the project so long ago, but I've been working on it on newer and better games. Oh, leaving little time for finishing Epic. However, Ocean decided they still wanted to release the title, but Digital Image couldn't get it together in time. So we're left with a rush job just to get the thing released. The result is an out-of-date shoot-'em-up. Interesting. So, yeah, that's weird. An out-of-date shoot-'em-up. Which is odd to say that about a 3D game. Maybe it's just, you know, it's not worth 30 quid. It might be that it's terrible. There's a good chance this is terrible, this game. Maybe it's not so epic. But yeah, maybe it's just not worth the 30 quid price tag. Which is maybe why I'd never heard of it. It says Epic managed to enter the charts at number 3 last month, which showed, it was 1992, August 92 this was. It shows a lot of people have been looking forward to the game, but has it been worth the wait? Within 3 days of the game being initially released, a large number of level codes flooded into Game Busters. What's Game Busters? Is that their Amiga Format's writing thing or something? There were 11 just this morning, along with letters describing how disappointed they were on spending 30 quid or less. It's £30 for less than 2 hours entertainment. Some even returned the game and asked for a refund. A few letters said they enjoyed the game while it lasted, but they would have liked a bit more of it. Well, there you go. Mr. J.S. Smith from Sheffield had terrible trouble with the game, finding that it wouldn't work on his 1.3 Kickstart machine with 1 megabyte of chip RAM. Well, that's interesting because I thought that's what it might have to work on, because it doesn't list 1200. What does it list? It lists 500, 500 plus 1500, which was just a 500, wasn't it? A 2000, which was just a kind of a 500, and the A3000. And the A3000's got a... That's got an 030 in it, hasn't it? So I wonder if it's going to work on the 1200. It might not, but it might. I wonder why it didn't work on his 1 megabyte 1.3 machine, because it's supposed to work on that. Chris Chant's letter is fairly typical. I bought Epic and completed it the very same day. And David Rad from Merseyside summed it up. It's a pity they gave a cheat for it in the box. What? It's a pity they gave a cheat. Are they talking about the game itself's just too easy? A lot of presentation but not enough gameplay. Well, they don't seem to be very happy with it. It's Retro JB. Feels like the shortness is a big factor for a lot of people. Seems like it. I mean, I don't know, if you had paid 30 quid back then and you got 2 hours of gameplay. So £30 in 1992, it's the equivalent of a full price game now. It's like a £60-70 game now. If you'd have bought that and got 2 hours of gameplay, you would not have been happy, I think. But it's funny because it sounds like the 2 hours was alright, but if a lot of it's just watching animations, then, you know, nowadays we're complaining that games are too long, and back then it's like, it was 2 hours. It's like, what? So maybe it's the price tag that's the problem. Maybe it's rubbish. I wonder if it supports multiple drives, because that's what I've got. Multi-drive. This thing here. This baby with the Zool sticker on, which does function. So, in fact, is it even on multiple discs? We'll find out. It's on three discs. got a massive fat manual. Yeah, the fact that it works on the Amiga 3000 says that it might work on the 1200, because the 3000 wasn't an AGA machine, but it did have a fast processor in it, and that's what screws up a lot of the stuff for compatibility sometimes. But who knows? But we might be in trouble. We might. Do you know what? I don't even know if these discs work. That's another problem. Oh yeah, it does say, if you have any other disk drives, insertion of disk 2 into any other drive will prevent disk swapping. Yes! I get to use my drive, finally. Finally. Oh, it's got a lot of keys. I might need this card. This quick start card. True, remember buying the Settlers, $29.99, and getting hundreds of hours out of it. 2 hours for Epic is a bit tiny, yeah. And like, even something like Lemmings. Lemmings wasn't £30. I think it was £20. And it's got to be like, I mean, depending on how good at the game you are, or, you know, there's got to be like 10 or 15 hours of gameplay in it, hasn't there? So this is 30, and it's not got that. Oh my god, there's a lot to read. Ion beam. Cobalt salted antimatter doomsday device. What the hell? Well, it's got keys on there, so I might need that. Oh, and it uses joystick. Bank Epic. Oh, the craft's called Epic. Bank the Epic craft left. Well, the disc might not even work. That's going to be the problem. Hey, the dog's actually on the dog cam. What do you think of that? Not that you can see him, but yeah, dog's actually on the dog cam. Quite impressed. Let's have a look at these discs with the unreadable. They look like they might be alright. There's a hair in the box, looks like a dog hair. Not my dog. So that's not a good sign. That's disc 3, we'll probably never get to disc 3. It's the Great Hadouken. Good morning from the head of the Hadouken estate. Who's the head of the Hadouken estate then? What game is that? It's Epic. I'll show you the box again. It's Epic by Ocean, which I'd never heard of this game. Came out in '92. It's some kind of 3D space shooter game. There you go, Epic. So we're gonna have a go at that. Me, yeah, right. Did you have to ask your wife if you could say that? Rings a bell, but not played it. It didn't even ring a bell for me. I was like, "What's that? What's that?" It's in really good condition though, it's probably in good condition because somebody paid 30 quid for it, and they were like, even though they didn't like the game or didn't play it, they were like, "Oh, this was £30." It does say space to skip text and graphics sections, so you can get through the cutscenes quicker if you're finding them boring. Be interested to see if the 3D's any good. I haven't been married for 20 years. Well, like I said, did you ask her or what? Is that why you're the head of the house? That's what I should have said. Is that why you're the head of the house? Or the estate, sorry. I like the ocean zip bags. Yeah, it's still in its ocean zip bag. I think they are better off keeping the discs in these if you can, because it keeps the moisture out. I think that's one of the things about buying boxed games. When you buy a boxed game, generally the boxed games have been kept a bit better, but it's not always the case. You know, when you just get like, it's just the discs. Sometimes they've been stored well, but sometimes they haven't. But I think when the box is in good condition, there's no guarantee the disc will be in a good condition, but they might be. They might be. This is World of Vodka. What do you think of World of Vodka? I don't know what any of these mods are. Oh, Project X is in there. Lemmings? Well, we'll get to find out what happens. I suppose you can't hard disk install this. Nice and chill. Nice and chill. Let's stick it in. Oh god, you can't read this. I don't know if you can see this, but this is unreadable. Oh, it's actually more readable on the camera than it is in real life. It's just like it looks like, depending on where you hold it, you can't see the thing. Yeah, that actually looks better on the camera than I can see it. Disc 1. Uh-oh, that's not a good sign. This one's not write protected. That's not a good sign. Maybe I'll not stick it in while I'm in Workbench. I wonder if it's got save games on this. I wonder why they didn't write protect it. Apparently the Sony PlayStation Network has been down since last night. Didn't get that with Amiga. No, you didn't. There was no network on anything though, so... Is that true? So what's down then? You can't play any games? Let me look this up. PSN down. PSN still down after 18 hours. What? Oh, and this is on the official PlayStation site. PlayStation Network. Some services are experiencing issues. Account management, gaming and social, PlayStation Video, PlayStation Store, and PlayStation Direct. So just everything. They've not been hacked, have they? Account management, sign in. Oh no. Gaming and social. Game streaming. Okay. PlayStation Video. Can't watch your videos. PlayStation Store. You cannot purchase, download, browse, search, or redeem vouchers. And PlayStation Direct. What's PlayStation Direct? Thank you for your patience. So you can still play games. But if you can't sign in... That doesn't... I don't know. Anyway, that's not good. That's not good, I suppose. I didn't know about that because I don't have PlayStation. Oh, this one's not chill. This one's like proper chiptune. Not sure I'd have trusted Commodore to make good decisions even if the internet existed back then. No, they didn't. They didn't make great decisions a lot of the time. Everything is down. You can't play games or buy games. Yeah, that's what it just said. You can't sign in or do anything. Amigas can network. They can, but I suppose the thing is that it's like saying you can network on the Commodore 64. In fact, people did log into bulletin boards and stuff, but it wasn't an integral part of the experience, shall we say. The integral part of the experience was like, if your floppy drive died, you were kind of done. Single player games work, but only if they don't check in online. Oh. Greater Dukin says, hacked is my suspicion. Yeah. I don't know, whenever anyone goes down like that, it's always like, oh no, there's been a vulnerability, shut everything down until we find out what it is. And then keep it quiet. Pretend it was I don't know, someone tripped over a network cable. Quite probably, hopefully we'll get a freebie when they get it back online. Probably not, it's probably in their terms and conditions that, you know, the service may disappear at any point. Last I tried, the store was working again, barely, but multiplayer was still down. Well, their site says the store isn't working. PSN, as it is right now, is PlayStation Indirect. The opposite. That's PlayStation Direct. I use my Amigas with an SMB network share. There you go. Yeah, it's all possible. It's just, like I said, it's just not an integral part of the experience. I think that's the thing with like a modern computer. It's like having a mobile phone without a cell tower connection. It's not a phone anymore, is it? It's just a brick. But Amigas were designed to get stuff in boxes and on discs. That's how you got your stuff. I mean, you could get them other ways. Actually, I remember back in the day going to my friend's house and he dialed into a bulletin board. I do remember doing that once. He had a modem. Yeah, dialed into a bulletin board and downloaded some software or public domain software or something. So that was a thing. You could do that. Did anybody else log into a bulletin board back in the day? But I never had a modem, I think, so I never did that. I remember sending off public domain discs from like magazines and stuff. For the Commodore 64 mostly. It's a retro thing. Hey up, Dave. Was Epic an A600 launch title? I remember it being really bad frame rate. It doesn't say. It says. I don't think the A600 was out when this came out. Because it says A500 and A500 Plus, but it doesn't say A600. And the A600 came out just after the A500 Plus. So I think this was released just before. Actually, it came out in 92, August 92. The A600 was out at that point. Maybe they just didn't put it on the box because it didn't test it. But I don't think it was a launch title. Don't know. Someone would have to remind me when the A600 came out. Was it 90? Was it in 92 or 91? I can't remember. Never had a modem. Was jealous of those that did. Yeah, they were the thing. Posting floppies by snail mail. Yeah, I remember doing it for the Commodore 64 and getting like demos and stuff sent. So you could pay like £1 a disc and just get demos and things. Mr. Joseph says, I use BBS on the Amiga. Wacky Carrot and Big Bang Burger Bar. I have no idea what that means, but I'll trust you that they are actually BBSs. I didn't have a modem until I got a PC in 96. Yeah, I think same. Yeah, when I got the PC, that's when I got a... I think I joined the PC at the 56k modem era. That's when I joined the PC. I might be misremembering, but didn't the A600 get a bundle with Epic included? It might have done, you know. It might have done. A600... Yeah, it did. A600 Epic pack, or they're just saying Epic, but it's not actually the game Epic. A pack, Amiga 600 HD computer with one program, Deluxe Paint 3, and 3 following games: Epic, Myth, and Rome AD 92. Yeah, it did. It came with the Amiga 600. Weirdly, it doesn't say it works on the Amiga 600 on the front of the box. That's interesting. But yeah, that's another one. Doesn't mention A600 on there at all. Hey, it's got music by David Whittaker though, so it's probably going to have good music. They didn't mention the music on that thing. Question is it going to work on the 1200? Now, I saw a review in one of the magazines that said it did work on the 1200, but it was the re-release. So maybe they fixed it for the re-release, or maybe it just worked. Epic on Amiga is supernaturally well presented by the way, folks. I have no idea how good it is, but it's presented like a PS1 game or something. Well, it wasn't too many years after this that the PS1 did start to exist. It's probably only a couple of years away. Sherlock says 1992 600. There you go. But apparently well, it isn't listed as a platform on the box, probably because it didn't exist when this was released. But I suppose you can't guarantee it's going to work. But if it worked on the 500 plus, the 600 was just kind of a 500 plus, almost, except without the battery. Without the battery. Oh. What is this? Feb 97 music competition. See, lots of people with email addresses in 97. Unless this was written later. Dunno. Brothers in the Jungle. I'm not a fan of jungle. There's loads of jungle on the Amiga. This is jungle, isn't it? Nice stereo panning. There was just tons of it. You just got sick of it by the end. It's like it was just jungle, jungle, and more jungle on the mods. Jungle is massive. That's right. It was massive. We'll let this one jungle one go. Oh, it's going the other way now. It just all started to sound a bit samey, I think. I think that's the problem. The jungle is massive. Is jungle where breakbeat came from? The concept of breakbeat. Mr. Joseph says, just looking around the interweb, and Big Bang Burger Bar BBS was run on an Amiga. Well, that makes sense though, doesn't it? Was it an Amiga BBS that was run on an Amiga? I suppose a lot of those BBSs, if you were dialing in to get Amiga software, they probably just had a stack of, like a hard drive, an Amiga with a hard drive in or something like that. Or I think in Commodore 64 days, they would have had a Commodore 64 with like 4 drives attached, and then you literally just loaded stuff off a drive and it sent it down the line. You used to love jungle. Well, we've got some now, Jimbo. You've got yourself a bit of jungle to go at. The problem is when you go on that modarchive.org, everything you download is jungle. You go, oh, let's have a listen to this mod, jungle. This one, jungle. It's just like, come on, give me something different. Most BBS had Amiga and PC software, and some had Juarez. If you knew the sysop, oh yeah. They all had FidoNet too. I don't know what FidoNet is. Like I said, I don't know much about BBSs. I just know they existed and people did dial into them. I don't think they were a thing on the PC, because by the time I got to the PC, the internet existed, so that would have just killed BBSs at that point. Because the internet, like every site that popped up was kind of just like a BBS at that point. It's funny to remember like first seeing the internet and just how simple everything was, and how little there was on there, but also how much information there was with just the little that we have. You know, you'd go to a page and there'd just be a load of text of writing about something. FidoNet, yeah. What's FidoNet? So the first big question for Epic is, am I going to even be able to get it to work? I really do want it to work on the 1200 because it's going to work better on that. But it might just fail. FidoNet was like global chat email type thing. There were groups and you could leave messages and people would respond. All right. Remember Netscape Navigator? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I do. In fact, what Firefox is now? Isn't that the evolution of Netscape Navigator? I think. Street Jungle. Is this more jungle? I used to wax over the stamps when sending floppies by snail mail, so you could reuse them. It's amazing those discs survived the post, but they did. Composed by Heatbeat of Rebels. This is not jungle. It just says Street Jungle. It's just called Street Jungle. Is it just because it's got pan pipes in it? It's funny people just put their address in here. That probably is someone's address now, though. I think I remember at the time Netscape Navigator was like, I can't remember if it was really slow compared to like Internet Explorer or something. I can't remember now. What else does it say about Epic? Originally, it was planned to make Epic a wide-ranging elite-style 3D space shoot-'em-up, trading and strategy game. What it's actually turned out to be is a pretty bland, simplistic 3D shoot-'em-up with a few fancy polygon spaceships. That sounds alright. Sounds alright to me. The fact is there are so many annoying quirks that leave you screaming at the screen. For example, when you try to lock onto target using the waypoint computer, it will only guide you to one particular target out of all the ones available, even if you already destroyed that one. What else is in this issue of the magazine? Cool Croc Twins. Graham Taylor's Soccer Challenge. That got 82%. Football Champ. Steel Empire. See if I can find a price for an Amiga. Here we go. The fantastic new Amiga 600. As seen in the computer press everywhere. £345. There you go. That's what an Amiga 600 cost you at release. It says, we cannot be beaten on prices. An Amiga 600 HD was £448. That's what I had, but I don't think I had it at release. I had an Amiga 600 HD with a 20 megabyte hard disk. And it was my first ever computer with a hard disk in that I owned. John Barnes European Football, that got 42%. Oh, Zool's being advertised here. Bad news for hedgehogs. Coming soon on Amiga and Atari ST. They're advertising Zool. That's what the sticker is on my drive there. God, they didn't give... There's a lot of Dirge coming out in this August 92. A lot of Dirge. How much is an Amiga 500 at this point? Let me see if I can find one. They're all talking about the Amiga 600. Amiga 500 Plus pack. Cartoon Classics. Oh, it just says phone now. Ugh. A 1 megabyte upgrade was 45 quid. Come on, how much is an Amiga 500? Somebody's got to be advertising one. That's printers. We don't want a printer. Here we go. Amiga 500 Plus, £350. That's the same price as Amiga 600. Yeah. Oh, CDTV's been advertised. £460. Jeez. Oh dear. Hey, it's Project X. And this is like rave, this isn't really jungle, this is like rave. Or whatever that... Is that called rave? I don't know. That's rave. Well. All I remember was websites suddenly appeared that needed Internet Explorer to work well. Yeah, and that was because... That was really just because Internet Explorer was popular. And people just made it work on that. And then... But Internet Explorer wasn't the one that was working. They were just making stuff up as they went along. And that was the problem. Sounds like fun live stream fodder. Yes. It was better, but Internet Explorer started to get bundled with Windows, so less people use Netscape. Yeah, until they made them stop. And had to pick. Wait till you see the intro, though. Wowee. You reckon? Like Frontier, the intro is better than the game. Oh dear. Well, we'll see. Would that be like £1,000 in today's money for an Amiga 600 HD? Probably. Yeah, it's like 450 quid, so yeah, that could be like £1,000. I definitely had mine second hand. I don't think I never actually had a new Amiga, and I still never had a new Amiga. Every Amiga I had was second hand. They were too expensive at the time. And I think that's why I was behind the curve a little bit with like the Amiga, because it was like I was always like buying it as it was becoming cheaper, so as it was becoming like less desirable. The demo Hologon by Tech was released on floppy in 2020. You had to send Tech a floppy to get a copy. But they don't even make floppies anymore. It's getting harder to do. Damn. Games used to take forever to download on bulletin boards as we used dial-up. I remember downloading. I stayed up one night when I think the Quake 2 demo came out. Oh, it's a Quake 2 Alpha or something like that. They'd released it so you could play it, and I think we had a 56k mode at the time, and I stayed up all night downloading 50 megabytes to play Quake 2, and I downloaded it, got it running, and it ran like absolute dirge on the computer because it's just like it was an alpha copy. It just didn't work very well, and I was like, that was a real waste of time. So yeah, 50. I remember. I think it was about 50 megabytes, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're downloading it on a 56k modem, that's a lot. That's a lot to download. 1 megabyte took 15 minutes on my 28.8k modem. There you go. Well, that's crazy. But that's the thing. If you're downloading for the Amiga, 1 megabyte is like the entire computer's memory. So you're downloading the entire computer's memory in 15 minutes, which is quicker than a Commodore 64 game would take to load a lot of the time. Now I can download 4 gigabyte in a couple of minutes. It's crazy, isn't it? It's absolutely crazy. I suppose now I'm downloading 50 gigabytes, which I just downloaded Indiana Jones the other day. It's just like, it's just there before you can even blink almost. Would love a CD-TV, but really not the most useful Amiga variant, to be fair. Still want one though. Yeah, the CD-TV, I think that's one of those things where it's like, it's a good idea, but it was just way too soon. It was just like, you know, it appeared too early, and it didn't catch on because that, and then because it failed, they tried to turn it into like an Amiga by shoving a keyboard and a disk drive on it, but that just made it an expensive computer, which kind of defeated the point. But I think the CD-TV was a good idea, but just probably a few years too early, I reckon. We had ISDN 64k internet in 2000, and that was fast. Yeah, it's all went through, like, you went from these like 28k modems to 56, and then it was like got ISDN, and then it was like, no, we're going to broadband, and it was moving along so quick. Pretty sure I ran a £100 phone bill on downloading a Star Trek Elite Force demo on a modem. More than twice the price of the game. Yeah, it's crazy. I remember the Xbox 360 General Internet Update in 2012, which was 56 megabytes. Took me about an hour to download. I went to the doctor's while it was going. It's crazy, isn't it? That's not that long ago either, really. It's just not that long ago. I went to the charity shop today and they've got Project Gotham Racing 2 for the original Xbox, and I was considering buying it for £1 because I thought it might work on the current Xbox, but it was a game I played back in the day. But that was the best they had of all the dirge they have in charity shops nowadays. There's no good games or anything in charity shops. Oh, the dog's awake. Is he going? He's going. Where are you going, dog? He's bored. In the early days of broadband, we used to have to we had download caps. Yes, they did. And they'd like limit your internet if you went over it. I can't imagine how much I download in a month now. It's crazy, isn't it? Great game, PGR2. It was, yeah. I played that a lot. And I remember it being quite good as well, actually. So it'd be interesting to try that again at some point. Does anyone remember an epic promo mission for the TFX flight sim on a cover disc? I seem to remember you had to find aliens in the Arctic. I don't know about that. I kept the vast majority of Xbox 360 games, hoping the collection would be worth something in years to come, but I'm wasting my time. You might be, but then you might not be. I got rid of my Xbox 360, which worked, but it was like, it had really noisy CD drive and stuff. It was the original Xbox 360, and I kind of wish I hadn't thrown it now, because it was like, kind of like a classic thing. It was well used, but yeah, it didn't have a hard disk. Well, had that bolt-on hard disk on the side. Sold off my 360 collection recently. The Japanese RPGs and shooters seem to have the most value. I have about 4 360s lying around. You can have one. Yeah, but I wanted my 360, not yours. Yeah, you remember the original white one? Had the original, like, big clunky white one. It was a good console. What is it? Half a gig of RAM in that one? Is that right? Can't remember now. And a PowerPC chip. Hold on to physical games you'll regret getting rid. 256 megabytes. Are you sure? The OG white 360 liked it so much, had 5 of them. No wait, 1 and 4 replacements. Yeah, I had one, which I think I bought very soon after it came out, and it did get Red Ring of Death, and they just, you know, many years later they replaced it. So actually, my Xbox wasn't really my Xbox, because when it came back, it had a different serial number. They just gave me a different one. I have Xbox 360, the black slim one. Play it more than I play on the PS4. About 89.78% sure. I thought it was half. I thought it was 512 megabytes, but I could be wrong. It definitely had a PowerPC chip, didn't it? It had the same one it was in the PlayStation, except they didn't put all those stupid cores in it. I'm just looking up the specs now. Xbox 360 tech specs. There you go. It says it has 512 megabytes of GDDR3 RAM, clocked at 700 megahertz. Wow. Oh, according to Mark Ryan of Epic Games, Microsoft had originally planned on using only 256 megabytes of RAM, but the decision to increase it was based on Epic's upcoming Gears of War title. Epic had been arguing for Microsoft to increase the memory for some time, and Tim Sweeney had sent Microsoft screenshots of what Gears would look like at 256 megabytes. And their proposed, their proposed 512 megabytes. Shortly thereafter, Epic was the first studio told the 512 megabyte size specification claimed it cost them $1 billion. Wow. I'd say the Red Ring of Death cost them more than that. There you go. So it was originally going to be 256, which was a lot more. Like, it was 64 megabytes than the original Xbox. That would have been a crime. The dog is just standing there looking at me. Like, it looks like he either wants something or he's going to step on something electronic and break it. Which one's it going to be? Which one's it going to be, dog? PowerPC chips, yeah. Was it a triple core chip or something? Yeah, I think it was. I think what they did was they just took the one that was it IBM had made for the PlayStation, and said, just give us that, but don't put those stupid cores in. You know, the stupid, like, those 9 weird cores that it had. And I think that's what it was in the end. I'm currently buying old hardware that myself threw away 20 years ago. So keep your hardware as an investment, yeah. Every console generation should be ×8 more of everything. Well, the next generation, well, Xbox, I don't think it's going to be ×8. I mean, the Series X was, what was it? The Series X has got 8 gigabytes. And that was only, is that 8 gigabytes? Or is it 16 gigabytes? And that was 8 gigabytes on the previous generation. So it's only gone ×2. And I think it went ×2 on the clock speed as well. So that, you know, it's gone from ×8 to ×2, and then eventually it'll be ×0. It's gonna be funny if they're not able to make like big technical advancements in these consoles. As it starts getting harder and harder to make advancements without putting more and more money into them. I don't know. I don't think you can do it anymore. Still got a launch 360 and expected to die each time I fire it up. Has it had Red Ring of Death yet? They'll probably get it eventually. I don't know if they'll still replace Red Ring of Death Xboxes. They don't manufacture them anymore, do they? So. Right, I'm going to go make a drink, see what the dog wants. He's just looking at me. What do you want, dog? Just go and stand on the camera. Alright. I don't know what he wants. He's just down here looking at me. Like, what are you doing? I'm speaking, but not to you. Maybe he doesn't understand that bit. Selling point will be new PS12. It runs for 6 years on half battery, yeah. If that launch 360 works, maybe it's time to try the lottery, yeah. Moore's Law, where chips double in power every 2 years. Slowed down to a halt from 2016. Yeah, but they did. The thing is, though, improvements were still made, but I think the Moore's Law thing was just saying the number of... He didn't say they would double in power, he said the number of transistors would double, and that is probably still happening, because they were getting more cores, they were just getting more and more cores, but he never actually said the clock speeds would double. I think he said the number of transistors would double and the price would halve. And that's kind of still happening. You know, we've got 96 core chips now, so it's like, what the hell? The hell is going on? Right, let me go make a drink, see what the dog wants, while you listen to some mods. I'll be back in a bit and then we'll start Epic or not, because it's probably not going to work. I missed a lot of things. Hang on, what's going on here? Place your bets now if the disc will still work. Probably, but I don't know. The definition of epic fail. It could be. I'll go 1 yes, 2 no. Dave has moldless disc technology. Jimbo says, I got the HD DVD for my Xbox 360. I got one as well. I think it was dirt cheap in some sale or something. And I even got a load of HD DVDs for virtually nothing, but I don't know where it's all gone now. I think it's all just gone in the bin. Really want to see this intro now after it was hyped up. Yeah, well, I don't know anything about it. Still amazes me that 30, 40-year-old floppies still hold their data. Yeah, and the it's the, speaking of 30, 40, it's the 40th anniversary of the Amiga this year. So we'll have to have a giant party. The intro is the best bit. Okay. Got the HD DVD drive and a ton of movies when they're being sold at crazy low prices at £1 each. That's what I just said. Yeah, it's the same thing. There's a Superman Richard Donner cut. Did you get that? I bought a HD DVD for my Xbox, not knowing that you needed the actual disc player too, and then I got the film home. There was no DVD inside. Double stupid. The HD DVDs are failing now, though, especially the Warner Brothers ones. Oh, wow. Yeah, it was a Superman 2 Richard Donner cut. I remember having that. It's like a totally different version of Superman 2. Because Richard Donner was fired from that movie, wasn't he? And then never got to make it. No, I think he shot the movie, but he didn't edit it. He got fired or something. I don't know. I think I have a version of every Xbox. Nice. All my Warner Brothers DVDs have rotted. Well, maybe that's a thing. I've got quite a few sealed HD DVDs. They probably don't work. Seem to remember the Xbox HD DVD drive had a bad stutter on PAL. I only remember watching that one thing. And there was also a Jimi Hendrix Experience or something on HD DVD. I can't remember what it was. I don't know what happened to those discs. I might have given them away or something because I was like, this is rubbish. Right, should we try booting this thing? I'm going to put disc 2 in the external drive. Let's boot this thing up. I don't think this is going to work on the 1200 though. So we'll see how this goes. Oh, it's doing something. Isn't it going to straight up work on the 1200? I mean, they must have tested it on an A3000, so... What are the keys? Quick, read the keys. Return. Toggle between weapons. Oh, that doesn't sound good already. Uh-oh. Have I just installed a virus? This looks like it's crashed, but I don't know. That looks like crashed. Well, should we try it without the CPU cache on? That's the only thing we can really do. Failing that, we'll bust out the Amiga 600. Which it should work on. It crashed, yeah. It's a nice crash. Let's try it without the CPU cache. That's a shame. It's funny because one of the reviews for the re-release did say it worked on the 1200. So I was wondering, I wonder if it just worked or if they updated it. It's so funny that you get that on the stream before I see it on my monitor. Let's try this. It did something though. It's doing that. That crashed output really played havoc with the stream encoding. I bet it did. I bet it did. Uh-oh. Oh, it's still going. It was a big flash there. I don't know if you saw that. Wait, look at that. Hey, did it just access the other disc? I think it did. So is this the mega intro we're going to get? I've got no sound. Amiga conversion, wasn't it? This is the original version. Maybe PC was the original version. David Whittaker. Digital image. Look at that star field. That's so cool. Is this the... Oh, look at that. What the hell? Data bank 6398 ref... What? Our sun was dying. A supernova was imminent. A massive planetary evacuation of the distant planet Ulysses 7 on the far side of the Rexcon Empire commenced. This has already gone full-on crazy. Oh, look at that! That's cool. Fleet master around the moons. Oh, it's going over the text. 8,000 ships in all escorted by the mighty Federation battle fleet. Oh, this is like Battlestar Galactica. We set forth across the voids of space, and the ships go over the text. Oh, there's a neutral zone. The Imperial Rexon fleet was fully mobilized in an effort to engage us. They outgunned us 4-1. Look how cool this looks, though. That does look like Battlestar Galactica. That was a rip-off there, wasn't it? Gargantuan battleship destroyers, Red Storm and Battle Axe. It's funny, they must just have a background image and they've got to draw the 3D graphics over the top of it. So it's just drawing over the text. The adventure is about to begin. What could be more epic than big text? 60 million people prepare for war as the fleet edges towards the boundaries of the Rexon Empire. 17 minutes, is that how long the intro is going to take? Now that looked crap there. Oh, these are like rendered in 3ds Max or something. Oh, look at that! It says that they're all armed and ready, but that one didn't look ready. He was welding it. The Wrexham Empire. Oh, United Federation of Planets. Welcome to the Federation Data Console T7. I thought it said 1. Due to enhanced mission security, please input name and call sign for authorization. And the call sign... Oh. Is poo. Entry code. What's that? 1. What's that? Your Epic class starfighter is now armed and ready for combat. Stand by for briefing. Full mission data analysis is available in your combat manual. What? Is that in here? The font's not that readable. Mass briefing from Commander of all forces. Hang on. Are they talking about in here? Do I have to read the things in here? There's just loads of stuff in here. Absolutely tons of it. Call sign poo. Additional fuel tanks have been fitted. Limited weapon load due to extra fuel. All weapons have been armed. Commence Operation Breakout. May the was that the mission briefing? Was that it? This is epic. Who said this wasn't epic? It's epic. Whoa. Isn't that the Star Trek thing? I've seen that before. It's better work. It's probably not going to work, is it? Got my joystick out. Star Trek Red Alert. Yeah, that's what I thought. Has that been ripped off from Star? That's been ripped off from Star Trek. This is after that, isn't it? I'm not sure if those screens went past. What's this? There's nothing happening. Am I? Oh, wait a minute. The mouse is working. He said it was joystick. In-game flight controls, mouse. Okay. Right. I don't know how to control it. They've just chucked me in at the deep end. The joystick doesn't work. What am I doing here? Oh god, this is like really hard to control. There's no keys. They've got rear cockpit. Oh, look at that. Front cockpit view. That's the rear. Okay. Left. Oh my god, you can look left. Look right. External intelligent camera. Oh my word. It'd be nice if it controlled with the joystick. I've got to use the mouse. Time to use the Meesy Weesy. It certainly is. Amiga Simulator games back then, spending an hour reading the manual was required. Yeah, but it says joystick, fire button, bank, but it doesn't work. It doesn't do anything. Unless you have to put it in port 1. That's odd. We'll have to go mouse. But how do I actually like speed up and slow down and stuff? You can do... That says it's front view. That's not front view. And what's... That does nothing. Right. I have no idea what I am doing. Oh. Oh, right, hang on. Right button is fire weapon. Oh, left button increase speed, release to decrease speed. Right, okay. I get it. Poo. It says poo. But where am I going? Which way do I go? I don't know where I am. 2 hours. I'm going to spend 2 hours on this screen. Which way do I go? And how would I know that's the right way? I'm just looking at like nebula and stuff that clearly aren't. Should have read the mission briefing. So much faster than A500. Yeah, it does look like it's maybe a little bit twitchy. Take Hog 182. I have been chucked in at the deep end. I really don't know. Continue mission. Right. Yeah, how? I can fire. Oh my god. That thing at the bottom with the green, I don't really know what that's telling me. It just goes like that and then it says take Hog 187. Continue mission. Okay. Honestly, I kind of like the look of this. Yeah, it'd be great if I knew what the hell what I'm doing. What's happened? What just happened? It took me so long to find out what the keys were that everything was gone. Did I just die? Right. Is it just going to start that mission again? Let's find out. At least I've worked out how to fire in turn now. There was a countdown on the crosshairs. Maybe you flew out bounds. I didn't know what it meant though. All right, I'm here. Oh God. Am I supposed to be shooting these things? Hey, I can shoot that. Is this like you're just firing at stationary targets? See, I'd lost where the actual stuff was. I can't seem to target that. Okay. Oh, weapons low? What, I've got limited ammo? I have no idea what I'm doing. It's really hard to steer. Any idea if I'm supposed to be shooting these? At least it's something to do. Last time I couldn't even find out where it was. So it says caution's weapons low, but... Oh, do you have to wait for them to charge up? I don't know what that like green stuff at the bottom is. What are these? Oh, I think the briefing mentioned a minefield, did it? I didn't. Am I supposed to be clearing the minefield or not? Or am I supposed to be getting through the minefield? Oh, it's a little bit twitchy. Maybe it's because it's on the 1200. It doesn't want to... I don't think it's very... It's really hard to aim. Time limit, it says. Do you think I'm supposed to be clearing the mines, or do you think I'm supposed to be doing something else? I can't see what else I'm supposed to be doing. I wish I knew what that number meant at the top. Is that my bearing? Oh, is that a time limit in the middle next to the crosshair? It's like there's no explanation of what any of this stuff is. I suppose it's in the manual, maybe. And it just says caution weapons low, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Did I succeed or fail? I failed. There was a countdown on the crosshairs HUD. Maybe, I think the briefing mentioned minefield. Looks like it's recharging. Number just above the cockpit seems to be ammo. Does it? Maybe it tells you in the manual somewhere what all this stuff means. Head for 334. How did you notice to head for 334 though? Why? Does it tell you what any of this stuff is? There's no description of the hood. That's it's just got you've got. Can I read the manual? But it's just chucking me into the game. I don't know what I'm doing. It's so that's definitely. I don't know who's firing at me. So that's a bearing at the top. That's my direction, right? Oh, there's a ship there. It's no Wing Commander. I might have to try this game later, but I need to find a manual. I've got the manual. It's just got. I don't know if there's anything useful in it. It doesn't even explain what the stuff is on the hood. It's just got a big story. The epic craft. It says the system display unit. It's like when you're looking at this, it's just like it's just pictures like this. It's like it's just completely useless. The display is located on the right-hand side of the front-facing cockpit. Okay, that's not really much help. Cockpit display systems. It doesn't mention. It doesn't really tell you what it is, though. The display. Oh, that's. I don't know what any of the shields and deflector. I have no idea what any of that means. And I wish I knew what I was actually supposed to be doing on this mission. I'm supposed to be... I don't know. I just don't know. Blow the mines up and head to the planet. How do you know that? When did it say that? I mean, I can speed up, but how do you know you got to go to that planet? How do you know that? Then go speed up. I can't. It just doesn't. Apparently, I'm going full speed there. But you can get really lost because like continue mission. I don't really know what's going on. I'm reading online guidance. The manual is no help at all. It's really no help. It doesn't tell you. I mean, it makes out that it's telling you what's on the hood, but it's not. The console is located on the left side of the cockpit view. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that. Oh, God, there's stuff on the different views. Jeez. Yeah. The display is located on the right. There's an X particle wave combat scanner. That's on the right side. That's not doing anything. How did anyone finish this in 2 hours? I don't even know what I'm doing on the first mission. Weak points. So it's just going into all the combat, but I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. And it just says continue mission. It's like, well, am I? Is it asking a question or telling me? I don't know what any of it means. It's got stats on ships. So is it like because I missed that mission briefing? Now I don't know what to do because I didn't read it. Because now it keeps going back to the same screen.
Clear flight deck.
But it's not telling me what to do now, so I'm completely lost. Time was up. Where's the time? And time was up to do what? Shoot the mines and watch the C number go up to 100%. What's the C number? It's like complete. The manual's telling you everything. That C there, 0%. Right, let's have a look. Whoops. Oh, yeah, so it's at 4%. Whoa, what was that guy just got in the way? Was he a good guy or a bad guy? Okay, the C number's going up. Why has that changed? What is happening? I didn't do that. Am I supposed to be collecting some of these things or shooting them? There's a T number and a C number. It's like the biggest mystery ever. The manual is completely useless. It's just story and not telling you anything about what you actually need to know. Right, I'll get the C number up and then we'll have to figure out where to go. Oh, wait. I don't know what I'm supposed to do about weapons low. Maybe these are pickups. I can't fire fast at all. 96. Right, 100%. It's gone green. And that's... Oh, so T is time and C is completion. And now I've got to go somewhere, but I don't know where the somewhere is. It wants me to go somewhere. Probably. You've got 2 minutes to figure it out. Well, the only thing that's there is that there's a nebula, but there is actually a planet. And that is at 0. Whoa! But now well done! What? Well done what? What? So that was how you did it. God, that made no sense at all. That actually made absolutely no sense. So T is time. C is probably completion. The number at the top is the heading. And I think 0 is where you're supposed to be going. I think. Or it's just 0. Oh, it's got a map now. And now I haven't been told what to do at all. Ooh, it's got landscape though. What is happening here? Now I really don't know what to do. I can speed up though. I don't think it's meant to go that fast. Do you think I'm supposed to land? The C is 0 now though. Do you think I'm supposed to land here? No. I can't tell if I'm being hit or being shot. Warning, low altitude. Okay, I thought I had to land. If someone would tell me what I was supposed to be doing, that would help. Maybe there's a mission screen that tells you... Oh, that's pause. You did it, but what was it? It's a bit garbage. It might be a good game, but it's difficult to tell because the manual is absolutely no help on this. Your mission, that was epic, yeah. Your mission was to activate the next cutscene. Still think I've enjoyed this back in the day, but can't tell I'd be annoyed at how short it would be. The 34% for this game was right. Head to 334. Yeah, I have a map, but I can't tell which way I'm facing on it. This trusts I use a lot to read a briefing. Honestly, did I miss like 100 things in the briefing at the start? Because none of it mentioned any of this. Somebody said they saw mines. But if you actually go to the manual, it doesn't... There's no way of getting back to the briefing to say, what the hell were you actually asking me to do? Because there's like masses of text in here. Like there's huge amounts of text. I think that's just the story. Right. The monks say that the visions told of the creation of this world. That's just nonsense. And then it goes on to the craft. And then it tells you about, I mean, having these purple diagrams is really not much of a help. Like, I don't know why they've printed the manual like that. That's really weird. I don't know. Right. Let me just go. Right, I'll work this out in a second. Apparently I'm not supposed to land. Oh, and the map at the bottom, is the flashing thing me or is it not me? I don't know what's going on. I've got a time limit though to do something. That's what I know. There's a time limit. I thought I was supposed to land, but it didn't want me to land. So, caution, time limit. Time limit to do what though? What am I doing? Is the... Oh, I'm going... So the blip at the bottom is me. I had no way of knowing that. Whoa. Oh, what the... What's this? I don't know if that's a friendly or an enemy. That's the other thing. Is he a friendly? Crash into it. It could be a friendly. Is there any way of knowing? Oh, I'm being shot at. That's probably not a friendly then. Great shot. That was an enemy apparently. That was an enemy. But my fuel's low and I'm still on C0. Whoa. Why did the weapons just change as well? I don't understand that. Sometimes the weapon just changes. Oh. It's like, you're dead. What is the pink dot on the map? I only saw the word minefield. The text was a bit hard to read. It is a bit hard to read. Why is it timed? I don't know. What are we doing? Who are we doing it for? Well, that's explained in the story, but I like what we're doing it for, but I don't know what we're actually doing. Didn't know Klingons were this thing. What's this? Did I actually succeed then, or fail? What's happened? You need to destroy 2 generators. How do you know that? When did it say that? It said C0%. They stole the red alert. They might as well steal the Klingons. Yep. Well, they've stolen Battlestar Galactica. I don't even know if this is a success or a failure screen at this point. Like, I don't know what I've done. Like, have I succeeded or failed? I know. The confusion is large here. It looks great, though. But I have no clue what's happening. Even if they just on the pause screen would have just told me what to do, it might have helped. Like, what's my... Oh, is this back at the start again? Oh, I can hear it accessing the second disc. Operation Breakout debriefing. Okay, I have failed. The tracking station is still operational. The enemy is alerted to our presence. So you're going to read this, otherwise you're screwed, and the font is not helping. Com scan has detected the mounting coded energy... What? Enemy transmission. It's really hard to read. In the Trabajora. Oh, right, okay. Well, I didn't get a chance to read it all. Right, so there you go. The game has branching mission paths. We failed and it's continuing. I have no clue. I really don't know. It might do. While the convoy slips into safety out of the high-rec system with the token escort fighters in the secret rendezvous point, the battle fleet has changed course towards the grand abyss of Vipron, which will take us into the heart of Rexon, attempt to draw the attention of the Rexon forces, which will leave their terrain undefended. I've got to read it now because it might be something really important, like you're supposed to be shooting mines. Possibly. Tell you what, the second drive's working. There's no disk swapping for me. Oh, spoke too soon. Right, well, that has failed. That's failed. We'll give it another go in a minute, but oh my god, I had no clue what was going on there. I had absolutely zero clue what was going on. It doesn't help that the font's really hard to read, and it just skips it without you pressing any buttons. Maybe the flashy screen is the disk swapping bit. I don't know. I don't think so, because that's the disk was in there. It was crazy. Let me go get the dog. The dog, I put him downstairs. He was looking at me and whining, so I put him downstairs, and now he's whining downstairs. Let's go see what he wants. Boot. He wants to be up here now. Make your mind up, dog. It said 68,000 detected. Proper 16-bit computer game, this. Yep. A-star for presentation, though. Yeah, the intro is nice, but it would have been nice. This whole manual is just, it's a massive manual, and it's completely useless. It's just it's super useless. The bit that's actually trying to tell you about what's on the screen is just not telling you anything about what you actually need to know. It just says it's really hard to read because they've written like black, like this horrible colour over the top of the blue. It says the cockpit systems, I can't even read it. The cockpit systems are the latest in bioelectronic circuits and superconductive transfer systems. So it's like story. It's not actually telling you what it is, what stuff is. It says, are they directly in front of the pilot's line of sight? Target acquisition and fire control systems on the 3 display units in the front of the cockpit. It's just like, it's kind of useless. It's like what did that tell me? But then it doesn't tell me what C, T, and all these bearing things are. It's telling me about weak points. And this goes on about. I think it's all story. I don't think there's any actually telling you how to play the game. Guided systems. Proton pulse cannon. I don't even know how to swap weapons. There's no point telling me about the weapons. I don't know how to change them. The enemy fleet. It's going on specs above ships. Ground defense systems. Oh, hang on a minute. Mission 1 breakthrough. Is that what? That's on page 21. T is time left, C is completion percent. Yeah, I worked that out. But it would have been nice if that actually told you that instead of me having to guess. Neutral zone, 17 minutes. Is this the mission briefing or not? Or not? I don't know. That's weird. Right, I think I've actually found mission 1 though. So it doesn't tell you what the HUD is, but at least it might actually tell you what to do in the mission. It says, to clear a path through the Zionic Mine Belt, the boundary of the Rexan Empire, engage and destroy any hostile fighters before your presence is detected. So that's objective 1. Objective 2, proceed to Amaragan 9 and destroy the primary target of the Deep Space Tracking Station within 122 seconds of entering the planet's atmosphere. Right? The tracking station is located in sector UNI 836. It's visible for nearly 400 kilometers. This is just completely useless. Only standard laser cannons can be fitted to reduce your fuel consumption. A tractor beam gun is also fitted, but how do you use it? It's like, it makes no sense. I'll say poo, and my call sign is Dave. What is entry code as well? Is that like a level code? Major poo, there you go. So that was the mission briefing, but it's still kind of a... Yeah, so so it just says in the combat manual. It doesn't tell you where, but I've found it. It's on page 21. Operation Breakout. So objective 1, engage and destroy any hostile fighters before your presence is detected. And then 2, proceed directly to Amragan 9 and destroy the primary target of the deep space tracking station within 122 seconds. Right? 122 seconds. Not 21, not 20. 122. And make sure you use the mouse, because the joystick doesn't work. May the gods be with you. Okay. Right. Totally know what I'm doing now. 2 hours. Yeah, right. Look at that. I think these are supposed to stay on for longer, but they're not doing it because of Amiga 1200 shenanigans. I would have kind of liked the mission briefing a bit early in the manual. Yeah, and the bit about actually what the stuff means on the screen would have been better to actually tell us. I don't think that's in there at all. You've just got to work it out, I think. But yeah, I think like just look in your manual and then just read 20 pages and then get to this bit. Right, so there must be spaceships around here somewhere. Apparently. I've only got 100 bullets as well. Oh, there it is. Is that it? Is that the one I had to blow up? It fires. I've got limited bullets, but it just fires them all instantly. Don't know why I've got to blow up just a bunch of random mines, but I do. Caution, weapons low. Okay. It changes weapon. I have no idea why it's doing that. So that's like a lock-on thing. I know in the bottom I can see what the missile's seeing. I don't know how to change weapons. That probably is written in the manual. Okay, 100%. And where's that planet that I'm supposed to go to? There. There you go. That's just so unintuitive, that whole thing. Oh, am I still going? Yeah, I'm still going. Well done. Oh, there's more on the back, though. Oh, no, that's just the different languages. How do you switch weapons, then? It's just switching automatically. Ah, return. Toggle between weapons. Oh, my God, there's so much stuff. Right. Okay. Now, I don't know which way is which because everything looks the same. That's the wrong way. Apparently. Do you always just head to 0? Is that what you do? No, that's not what you do. Oh, it is, maybe. I don't know. I don't know why I've got 122 seconds. Oh, I'm going the wrong way now. Oh, right. That's something I've got to destroy, maybe? Maybe. Oh, why am I up here? Oh, that's not what I did. What was it said I had to do? I can't stop to read the manual now. It's like... Maybe that's just not the place I want to be. I think it's just always, in this case, it's head to 0. Oh no, that's the wrong way. It's a bit twitchy. Warning time limit. I wish I knew where I was. It's just all blank. It's just a blank. Right, I think I'm going up here. Oh, I've turned around again. It's really hard. I'm just looking at the number at the top because nothing else is making any sense. No, I need the screen. It's really, I just don't know what's happening. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't even get the ship to go in a straight line. Was that the time limit over? Head to the center map. I was trying to get to the center of the map. It's really, honestly, it's so twitchy. You're just looking at that number. That's all you can look at. You can't look at the screen because there's nothing on it. It's just a blank map. So you can't tell if you're going left or right. You've got to look at the number at the top. Oh, it's failed. It's kind of random whether it fails. That's weird because it got further than that last time. Shoot the two big things. Yep. But they weren't marked on the map. Yeah. I was actually trying to get to the center of the map then, but it was impossibly hard. It was absolutely impossibly hard to get there. I wonder if the discs are on the verge of failing. Yeah, it might be Amiga 1200. I'll not put this in the second drive, and I'll try and just use the internal disk. Maybe it's when it accesses this second drive. I don't know. Still not entirely convinced this second drive's fully functional, but this game got a sequel, did it? Well, crazy. Yeah, I think it'd be all right if it just wasn't like just chucking me in at the deep end and just going, here you go. You've got 100 seconds to work out which direction you're facing. I don't even know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, it does say 68,020 detected. So it knows about the 68,020. Unless it's just reading it. No, I don't think that's weird. Inferno on the PC, only try it if you're a proper masochist. This bit. Maybe the 68,020 could be in the Amiga 3000 as well. Don't know. Yeah, and that unreadable sci-fi font is not helping either. So we can skip this, kind of, because we've seen it now. Supports the 3000, I guess it's optimized for various 2030 chips. Yeah, I thought the 3000 didn't have a 6820 in it. I thought it only had a 30 or a... So, I don't know. But it's detected it. Right, let's go shoot some mines. See, it feels like that's supposed to stay on for longer or something, but it stays on for like 1 second. And that. Right. Oh. It says Phil. I didn't put any name in. The adventure is about to begin. So dramatic. If you press the mouse, it skips a couple of screens sometimes. I think it's running too fast on this computer. I don't know. Even though it says it's detected the 68020. It might be a bit too fast. Well, I think that's probably supposed to stay on for twice as long. That's what I reckon's supposed to happen.
Clear flight deck.
He's got his thumb up. Nice. Right. So remember, get the C to 100, but on the next mission, don't get the C to 100. I can't believe people finished this in 2 hours. I haven't even worked out what was on the screen in the first 10 minutes. 2 hours. Right. So I can actually change. Yeah, look, I can just change to that. Right, where's that ship? It's really hard to steer this thing. The other thing that I don't quite understand is that you run out of bullets, but then, like, unless they're pickups for bullets, and I'm not understanding it, but they're giving me points. I do feel like I'm shooting that, but it's not doing anything. It's actually just really hard to control as well. I think the Amiga Format Review mentioned that it's just infuriating to control. Got to shoot one more thing. There we go. C100. Head for planet. Oh, it did tell me at the bottom, but if you don't read that, you're done. Well done. There you go. So that's the first mission. I've got that down. Oh, it looks like it charges the laser up when you stop firing, did it? Right, this is the bit where I'm not quite sure what I'm doing. I think I just head for the 0 mark, but it's really hard to steer it onto the 0. Because I've got no frame of reference. It's just a blank ground most of the time. So I've just got to look at the number. Oops, didn't mean to press that. So I'm just going to go full speed here. I'm going full speed. Right. Oh. See, there's nothing to look at. I don't understand. I think... Oh no, I've steered the wrong way. MNE attacking. What? Where? Where? I can't see anything. Right, there's something there, apparently. Oh my word. I think I just smashed into them. I think it's running too... Whoa, do you think it's running too fast? I have no idea what's happening. They're just like 1,000,000 miles an hour. I don't think this is supposed to be doing this. There is nothing to look at on this level. There we go. I can't see anything. Do you think that is the problem? Do you think it's the 1200? What is that? Right, I don't stand a chance. Absolutely don't stand a chance of... Oh my god, no. No, I can't target anything. Maybe I have to change to that targeting weapon. Oh, I haven't... Have I got that now? There it is. Oh. Oh, no. It's bloody impossible. See, it's like warning time. It's just like crazy. Right, where is he? It's just like... Where's he gone? There he is. It's impossible. Oh, right. So that in the middle is the time limit that's on the bottom. They're just showing it to you twice. Right, I got one. One less thing. What? Was that the... Did I do it or did I fail? I've really no clue what's happening. You are the purple dot. Yeah, the problem is that the other things are also the purple dots. So it's like, it doesn't make any sense. They've made you purple and then other things are also purple. So we shoot those two towers. Was that the objective? I think so. Is the purple cross on the map your target? Yeah, I don't know. The purple cross might be the target, but also I am also the purple dot. And I'm wearing a purple shirt. So is this the failure screen? Operation Destruct. I think we failed again. I think you passed. See, no one even knows if I've succeeded or failed. It's just like, so confusing. Like, you can't even tell what's happening. I don't know. Because the mission briefing just said, you've got 122 seconds. It just says, proceed directly to the Amiga 9 and destroy the primary target of the deep space tracking station, but it doesn't tell you what that is. It's just like, oh, the mission objective has failed. The tracking, I don't know what it is though. It just says go to the primary target. But I think that's the purple thing in the middle, maybe, but I'm also the purple thing on the map. So I don't really know, is the answer. Is it going to crash though this time? No, it's not crashed. Not yet. And is it carrying on, or is it, even though I've failed, does it carry on with mission 2? Or not? I'm afraid the station is still quite operational. Oh, right, okay. Change course towards the grand abyss of Vipron, which will take us into the heart of the Rexon Empire, attempt to draw attention. Is this restarting? I really don't know what's happening. Oh, it's making a horrible noise. I don't know if it doesn't like the second drive. I've swapped it to the internal drive. Or maybe we're just getting lucky, I don't know. Oh. 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 No. It's still loading. Oh, it's loaded. Right, I'm the purple dot, and there's no other purple dots. The landscape is quite bland. Oh, there's something down there. I've got to say, though, the controls are twitchy as hell. What am I doing now? Like, what am I doing? Does anybody know what I'm supposed to do? I'm a purple dot in the corner. I can speed up. All right, so if I get near enough to the ground, oh, you can. Maybe I'm just too high up. Continue mission. What? I've gone off the map now. I can't see where I am. Take hog 352. I'll just head for 0 because I think that's the way you're supposed to go. I don't know. Continue mission. Oh, what's this? Is that like... That's like a bulldozer. I don't know if I'm supposed to be destroying that because no one's told me what to do. Uh-oh, what's this? Oh, this game would be... Oh, good lord. This game would be great if it wasn't bad, if you know what I mean. It's like... It does look awesome, but it's unplayable. Maybe that's because... I can't imagine this is supposed to work like this, is it? What's that? Blow it up. Don't know, it doesn't work. Can't blow it up. Those lasers are not charging up. Is that an enemy? It's interesting. I don't know what is going on. I've got no shields, no fuel. Oh, it's locking on something there. Oh, 6%. I'm blowing things up that I'm supposed to be blowing up here. I'm supposed to be doing that. Why didn't somebody tell me that before? Can't really shoot them with this though. Slight damage. Yeah, I think if this is the thing, it's got like, seems like it has potential, this game, but it's just rubbish. And that might be because I'm playing it at some insane speed, or maybe this is how it's supposed to work. Oh, critical damage. Really? Am I doing critical damage or have I been critically damaged? Does anybody know? That's the bit I'm not quite understanding. Look, I can almost shoot. I think the bullets wearing out is quite annoying. That you've got a weapon that the main weapon is just... Oh, it is charging up, but really slowly. Right, I think I'm taking critical damage, not doing critical damage. Because I wasn't firing then. I think that's what's happening. Uh-oh. And I've got 110 seconds to work out what it is I'm supposed to do. Uh-oh. It's like you're either going at no speed or insane speed. Oh, it's just so hard to control. It's like, it's worse than GTA 4's driving, which is very realistic. Yeah, this is just uncontrollable. Where's he gone? There. So there's a map, like a mini map. It's weird that there's two. The main map in the middle is completely useless on this level. It's just telling me that there's I'm a purple dot. That's really all it's telling me. There's a blue thing on the mini map. Is that that? Is that this? I haven't got any. I haven't got any good weapons left. I'm never going to shoot this guy. He's just all over the place. Detonation? Detonation of what? Wow. I think they were probably just really happy that they got the 3D working. By that time they were like, should we put a game in here? Yeah, maybe. What's that? Shoot it. I think I failed. What are we doing already? I forgot the briefing. We didn't get to see the briefing, I think. Emergency beacon deployed. C percentage is growing. Yeah, it was, but I don't know. So lasers recharge, but the shields don't. Bad engineering choice. Also, the secondary weapon doesn't recharge either. Shoot things that raise your C percentage. Yes, that's what we worked out. But I'm still not quite sure if there's friendly stuff that you're not supposed to be shooting, but I don't think so. I think if you can shoot it, you probably should in this game. It's an impressive feat of achievement doing a 3D game on these 8 and 16-bit platforms, but I think doing it and making the game good is the difficult part. And in this case, they've got one over the two correct. Oh, but they stuck me back in here. Really? Okay. Whoops. Don't want to waste all those lasers because don't get any more of those. And then it just says continue mission sometimes. I don't really know why. I think I've gone off the map, but I don't know what that means. Continue mission. It's like what are you telling me? Is it telling me that I am continuing the mission, or is it asking me to continue the mission? I don't know which one it is. It doesn't make much sense, a lot of it. Unless it's just me. Am I just being stupid? Like, what does that mean, continue mission? Does that just mean carry on doing what you're doing? Or does it mean stop doing what you're doing? Head to what it says. I'm trying, but it's just really difficult because there's no frame of reference on this map. And it's quite hard to steer. Right, so I'm flying at full speed here, but I'm not on the map. Oh, there's something there. See, look, it goes at mental speed. So I think that's like, yeah, you can see I'm moving there. But where am I going? I think I'm lost, and there's no way of finding your way back because there's no way of knowing where anything is here. I'm just flying off into oblivion now. I think that is probably one of the things. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. My blips disappeared off the map. Maybe I'll just go in an opposite direction or something. I don't know. But yeah, it's like I've gone the wrong way at the start, and then it's just not letting me. And I think that's me hitting the ground, isn't it? Yeah. I don't know where I am. Head to 152, but why 152? There you go. I'm going at full speed here. I'm completely lost. That's the problem. I've disappeared off the map, and I can't get back onto the map because I don't know which way to go. Let's just go this way then. And I don't know what take hog 219 means. It keeps saying that, but I don't know what that means. Continue mission. The screen is telling you where to go. Where? It's the heading. I don't understand what you mean. But where does it say the heading? The heading's at the top, but how do I know it's 152? I can go in any direction I want. Where are you getting 152 from? Hog means heading. Okay, right. Why does hog mean heading then? Hog 245. Hang on. Right, wait for it. I've got take hog 245. Okay. Right. Here we go. It's really hard to get it. Right, hang on. I'm trying. Take hog. What's hog stand for? Heading on. Hang on. I'm taking the hog. I'm going at full speed. There you go. 247. Okay. I'm not, if I correct it, I'll just end up in the wrong direction. I am going full speed here. Time limit. Okay. I'm going. Heading of goal. Is that a common thing in space sims or flight sims or something? Detonation of what? I've run out of fuel. Heading of goal could be. Let's crash into the ground. Right, so that thing is telling me to... I thought it was like someone was saying someone was attacking somebody or something like that. Like take them out. I don't know. I really didn't know that. Right, well, if I now know that's what they're trying to tell me to do... comfy sofa. Back to the Amiga after 30 years. My battery damage 4000 is in the process of being turned into a tower. All right. Those goddamn batteries, they don't let up, do they? Right. I wonder where it says hog in the manual. How did people finish this in 2 hours when I don't know what anything means on the screen? It's like, maybe this was like a common thing back then if you played loads of these flight sims or something. Maybe this, like all this stuff made sense, but HDG heading. It says hog though. Is it a D? Oh, the font's not helping, is it? It looks like it says hog. Okay, well, tell me the heading then, and I'll take it. But I don't know which way to go at the moment. But now I'm back on the map. Oh, I can hear things. There's a thing. Shoot that. If you're not close enough, it doesn't work. That's not doing anything. I got no C for that. See, this is stuff, but... Oh, there's the bulldozer. Oh, sometimes you... That's indestructible. So that's a complete waste of time. And bullets. So these are things I'm supposed to shoot. Hang on. Let's look at what this one says. I mean, are they always the same, these missions? Briefing 1. Briefing 2. Destroy the central processing unit and the 4 intergalactic spaceports in the industrial centre of town. This game isn't doing much for my anxiety. Oh, there you go. I got it. I'm on 1%. Don't know which things are... They're just rocks, are they? It looks like I'm supposed to blow that up. But it doesn't do anything. Oh, did that? No. Yeah, it's got like a purple blip. Oh, okay. So I was supposed to blow that up. It just took a ton of bullets. That's one massive bulldozer. Looks like it's taking damage. Yeah, it was taking damage. Now I need to go and get more C. But these are just rocks, are they? They're marked on the map, though. Oh, I've run out of bullets. Who's shooting me? So is it only telling you to take that heading when you're off the map? I've really no idea what's happening. There's red blips. Let's go for the red blips. Which is just this. Oh, that was something I could blow up. Oh, that's something I can blow up. Oh, I'm going to hit the ground. It's telling me there's something here, but what is it? Nothing. Oh, there's something there. The bulldozer was the purple dot. Yeah, how do I find the next purple dot? And I've run out of fuel, so... Oh, yeah, look. Shield. Oh, that's on the side things. Yeah, look at that. Shield up. It's really not a very good game, let's put it that way. I think we might have to just say this is not very good. I think it's just not very clear what the... I mean, the objective here is to go somewhere, but I don't know where that somewhere is. So it's like, what the hell? Maybe you just have to know where to go. And now I've run out of fuel. It's like I'm just kind of floating around. When you get near the ground, though, you can see these dots that do actually help you move, but they're not visible most of the time. I feel like there's a good game waiting here. If I only had like a few more months to polish up. Yeah, maybe that's what they were going on about in Amiga Format. It says, feels like they, you know, it's not finished, maybe. Because it's like, this is weird. It's just like, I'm supposed to go somewhere. The manual says the name of something, but it doesn't tell you what it is. It just says, destroy the central processing unit at the 4 intergalactic spaceports. Okay, but where are they? How do I find them? I don't know. What do they look like? It's like, I don't know. Don't know any of the answers to this. It also says, obliterate the mining complexes, concentrating firepower on the mine shaft entrance points, and the collection of spaceport docks. Okay, what do they look like? So a picture would have been nice. Yeah, there's no way of knowing what I'm doing there. Online says follow road to center of map. Oh, I wish there was a road. I can't go anywhere now though because I've run out of fuel. But yeah, it's a bit, I don't know. I've never played a game like that with such ambiguous things you're supposed to do. Like just fly and do stuff. It's like, what? But yeah, the mission briefing's kind of useless. Because like if it just said destroy the central processing unit and there was a picture of it, I might have a chance then. And then if it just said go north, I'd have a chance of it. But it's just like go somewhere on the map. But if you're out of fuel, you're done. And shoot everything because you don't know what the thing looks like that you're supposed to be shooting. Maybe you are just supposed to shoot everything. I don't know. Could be that. And maybe that second disk drive, this game doesn't like it. The mine entries are at the ends of the roads. Yeah. Well, how do you know how to find the roads? That's the problem. I don't know. How did you know that? Yeah, look, because like you're in the middle of here, and there's virtually nothing. Oh, there's this stuff down here. It changes shape. So I'm in the middle of nowhere. So which way do I go? Is the answer. I'll go this way. It's like, oh, okay, which way? This way. Now don't run out of fuel. So yeah, and it's just like this way. That's nothing. There you go, there's something. All right, so there's just stuff here, but if you don't find it, you're done. Right, there you go, I got 4% for a thing. Is that a mine entrance? Oh, there's a ship following me there. So there was no way of knowing this stuff was here. Oh, that guy just, nice shooting, he just flew into my radar. You say that's the mine entrance. That doesn't look, I can't blow that up. Oh my god. So it's just blow up things. There you go, so that's something. But there's no way of knowing this stuff was here. I'm not sure if that's something that's already blown up. Or was it? I can't shoot. So and the running out of bullets is really annoying. It's just really annoying. Right, so there you go. So abort status okay. Yeah, it's just a bit like there's not just a single waypoint would have made life so much easier. Oh, they are definitely ripped off from Battlestar Galactica. But now where do you go? Okay, so you've done that, you've lost all your shields and stuff. Where'd you go now? Just go. And then when the dumb stuff comes up, I can't see the map. So this way? Maybe? Or this? Maybe that's the thing I've got to blow up. Yeah, the running out of bullets is pretty annoying. Because now I'm just flying around waiting for my bullets to come back. I think these things have run out, have they? Yeah. So now I've just got to wait for bullets. Which is not exciting. There you go, that was something to blow up. That you don't blow that thing up there. Whoa, look at that little thing. Yeah, this could have been good, but it's just not. Can you slow down? No, you can only speed up. You can't slow down. You can do that. And then when your fuel runs out, you can't do that. Monitor the radar for red and purple dots. Yeah, but you're just flying around endlessly, and then you can fly around off the map. And then you're done. That middle of the map, whatever, seems really underused. No markers or anything. Yeah. I don't know what the point in that middle bit is. I think the point in the middle bit is once that purple dot disappears, you know you're in trouble. I mean, I've got to 45%, but I'm really... It's not very good. Let's put it this way. I think 34% is about right. It's impressive, the 3D landscape and stuff. For an Amiga, this is actually quite impressive because the Amiga's not very good at this kind of thing. So it's reasonably impressive, but the game isn't. It's just tedious. All the ships look familiar, like Star Trek shuttle pods and Klingon birds of prey. Yeah. And these are Battlestar Galactica, these ones. Oh. Yeah, and the controls are truly awful. What can I say? Why is the fuel and thing going up and down as well? I can't see now. I can't go fast. So once you get to this situation, you're kind of done. You can only go fast if you're going down. Enemy attacking. But your bullets can run out in a second and then take minutes to come back. Oh well. Epic. It's... What can I say? It's a bit crap. That's what I'm gonna say that. It's pretty smooth gameplay, yeah, but I suppose that's an achievement. I thought it'd be like lots of space combat, but it's not really like doing stuff like this. But the actual shooting at stuff is pretty much either impossible or infuriating. There's no chance of having a dogfight. It just doesn't. Oh, it's not going to work. So there you go, Epic. It's crap. It got 90% in some magazines though. Let's just have a look. Mouse control instead of joystick is a choice. Way too twitchy. Yeah, the joystick isn't working though. So the joystick just isn't working. What did they say? The control and direction finding leaves you growling with frustration. I agree with you, Amiga Format. I agree. The animation sequences get repetitive after a short while. Yeah, that's true. I already started skipping them. 30 quid for 2 hours from start to finish. Has it actually crashed? Or have I paused it? I think it might have crashed. And I am agreeing with Amiga Format. I think it says a pretty bland, simplistic 3D shoot 'em up with a few fancy polygon spaceships. There are so many annoying quirks that leave you screaming at the screen. When you try and lock into a target using the waypoint computer, it will only guide you to a particular target out of all the ones available, even if you've already destroyed that one. I didn't notice that, but I couldn't really pick what it was targeting. Some of the missions are a bit of a mystery to begin with. You have to guess what you're supposed to be doing. Where are the nice animated computer briefings? Left out of the Amiga version, it appears. Oh, so maybe there was a PC version that had loads of stuff in it and it's been cut out of here. Added to all this, perhaps the most galling aspect is the game is incredibly easy to finish. Pretty much everyone who's played the game, to our knowledge, completed all the missions within 2 hours from start to the end of the game. Doesn't really seem to be worth the money. I think it's easy to finish. It's just like whether you could be bothered to finish that one. It's just tedious. But there you go. Where are all the nice computer animated briefings? Yeah, so maybe they actually show you what you're supposed to be shooting and where you're supposed to be going, which would at least be something that if you could just remember that, you might have a start. But you're just thrown into it and gone, yeah, just there you go. Go do something. It's like, what am I doing? So I actually have got to agree with Amiga Format here. I think that is correct. I'm agreeing with you, Maff Evans from 1992. This game is everything you said it was. Rubbish. There you go. Epic. Don't play that. What waypoint computer? I don't know. I really don't know. I think they're talking about when you change to those missiles. It's just got an automatic targeting thing. But yeah, waypoint, I don't know. If it did have waypoints, that would probably help, but it doesn't look like it does. Unless I'm missing a key press. There's accelerate. Oh, hang on. P, pause game and pause debriefing screen. Oh, so you can't pause. You can't see the debriefing screen. Deflect to shield up or down. Select fuel scoop to collect fuel pods. But what do they look like? I don't know. T is acquire target for use in combat. Help is gives head. Oh, help gives heading to target or mothership. So if we just press the help key, would it have told us where to go? And D is 3D detail just. Help. There you go. Have you heard of the game Subwar? No, I haven't. Have not. I'm not sure if I can go back to that. So help might have given heading to target or mothership. Maybe that would have helped. But why wouldn't I want that on all the time? It's like, why wouldn't I want to know where to go all the time? I don't know. Why wouldn't I want that? Who could say? Who could say? I don't know. Anyway, that's it. That was epic. Now, funnily, this did get 90% in some reviews. Wait a minute, this is an old version of... That's an old version of Hippo Player. That is old. This is a new one. Let's just put some different mods on now. But not that one. I've got an old version of Hippo Player on there. Yeah, so there it is. Epic. It's epically rubbish, I'm afraid. But impressive. Perhaps it is one of those games they perhaps shouldn't have released it. I don't believe they spent 2 years working on that. Maybe they did, I don't know. Maybe it was 2 years from start to finish, but they didn't actually spend 2 years on it. Because it kind of implied in that review that they were working on other games. So it sounds like this one got put on the back burner, and then he went, "Can you release that game now?" I'll be like, "No, all right." How many Amigas do you currently have? Do you want more? I don't think I want any more. I've got what have I got? I've got a 1200, a 500, and I've got two 600s. One of the 600s is my original 600, and the other one's that one I bought off eBay and repaired. So that's 4. That is 4. And I think the 500 isn't being used at all. It's just I haven't used it because I'm just using the 1200 and sometimes the 600. The Shadow of the Beast of Space Shooters. I actually think that game's probably a little bit better than Shadow of the Beast, but I don't know. It's like it's a good game with just a few extra things might have made it a bit better. I think it's just the gameplay's a bit nonsense. If it just like was kind of directing you like you should go over here and have this little battle, and maybe if you could actually have a dogfight with those things instead of randomly shooting, I think that might be alright. N+1 is the number you need. Yeah. Well, it's 4 Amigas. So yeah, 2 600s, a 1200 and a 500. And one of the 600s has got a hard disk in, the other one's just all like stock. It's just no hard disk or anything. But yeah, it's probably too many that. But I don't think I want to get rid of any. I've got basically one of like having a 500, a 600, 1200 means that any game I can get it to work on something. Because a lot of that stuff only works on the 500, but I can never be bothered to get it out just to play it. So 2 600s isn't necessary. Tell you what I do have though. You got this. Oh yeah. Ooh, there it is. Fate of Atlantis. I wonder if the discs work on this. I should probably install this because I'm going to play this at some point. This is supposed to be good though, this game. It's supposed to be a good game. Can I hard disk install this now? My God, so many disks. So many disks. This is crazy. Where's disc 1? Have I got disc 1? Disc 1. Now that's a game. You do need spares. What? How many discs do you need? I don't even know if this works on the 1200 actually. It says A500 plus 600, 1000, 2000. Don't know. 11. Yeah, I think it is 11. Does it have a hard disk installer? Oh, it does. You're now going to install the files to run Indie Atlantis on your hard disk. Is this what you want to do? Yeah. If you're playing this off a 1 MB reboot when this is installed, firstly you need to know where you want to install it. Be sure there is 9 megs free on 9 megs, brilliant, on the drive you choose. Please type the name of the disk and or directory. Let's have a look. Oh my God. What have I got? I've got, it's just stuff. There we go, it needs to go in there. Can I make a folder? How do you make a directory on? Is it make? I can't remember what the commands are. Make directory? There it is. I have an Amiga 500 plus, 2 of those, 600 to 1200, and a CD32. Yeah, CD32 is just an Amiga 1200 at the end of the day, though, isn't it? I suppose there are some different things you can get on it. I haven't got an Amiga 500 plus, but as far as I'm concerned, I don't think I need one because I've got the 600. So that's where I want to be. Stuff Games Atlantis. How do I get this stuff to go? Does it want a slash on the end? So let's try that. Oh, there you go. It took the slash off. You can create a drawer for Atlantis files or place them directly in the above directory. Would you like to place all the files directly in the selected directory? Yes. There we go. I mean, I assume it just copies files, this program, but hey. We can listen to music while I install Indiana Jones. Can you actually use multiple drives for this? Probably not. The thing that annoyed me about CD32 was the lack of RGB output. Without getting an expensive add-on board. What? Really? Was the last of the RGB... was he saying lack of RGB output? Lack of RGB output. Really? That's rubbish. Why would they do that? Oh, so you can use any drive. I'm going to use my drives. So that's disc 2. And then disc 3 goes in here. Oh, look at that. Yes, you can use multi-drives. You can. You can. Hopefully this drive works though. Mod 65 2 has an A1000. That's pretty cool. Although also the most useless Amiga probably, but also pretty cool. 3 500s, a 500 plus, 3 A600s, 3 1200s, 3 2000s, a CD32, and you want more. You just need a CD TV to complete the collection, and a 3000 and a 4000, and you'd be fine. this. I can queue these discs up. This is great. This is absolutely fantastic.
Bring back the kick. Kick. Bring back the kick.
Yep. Wow, indeed. Wow, indeed. I need 4 disk drives. That's what I need. It's only just one at once though, but at least you can like preload them. Would love a 3000 even without AGA support. I just love the look of that particular big box Amiga. Yeah, I think it was quite a decent computer. It was like fast as well. Prices for all computers are insane, yeah. I thought they were expensive when I was buying some of these retro things, but they've just got more expensive, so it's just gone even more crazy. Two CD TVs. Who's got 2 CD TVs? Hang on, did I read that out before? 2 CD TVs. Doing some vids on the CD TVs on the channel at some point. Oh, right. Oh yeah, 2 CD. Sorry, I missed that bit at the end. Oh, 2 1500s. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. 5 A500s, 2 A550s, 2 A550. Is that A500 pluses? 10 Amiga 600s. Wait a minute. Oh no, wait a minute. We've got a read error. Which one's got a read error? Damn it. Don't you read error me. Oh no, we got read error. This 6 has got a read error. Damn you. 10 Amiga 600s. Are you serious? 20 1200s? You've got to be kidding me. Oh, read error on disc 6. Damn. Let's try it in the... Can you copy it from the internal drive? Oh, wait a minute. Let's try this again. Twenty 1200s, 2 1000s, 1 4000, 2 1500s, and 2 CDT. That's insane. Where are you keeping all that stuff? Are all those 600 1200s duplicated or different board revisions? Currently 6 A1200s, don't ask. 4 A600s, 1 A500. Sadly no big boxes, yeah. Oh, it's just getting different read errors on different bits all the time. Can I put it in the other drive and try that?
Bring back the kick. Kick.
Oh, you must replace volume in DF1. Okay, okay. Jesus. I think this 6 might be a goner. Oh, wait a minute. Has it done it now? Or has it just failed? I don't know. Don't know about that one. This 6 might be dodgy. You cannot have enough Amigas. I've not checked all the serials and revisions of them. 20 1200s, yeah. 20? Seriously? 20? Still collecting, yeah. If we run out of Amiga hardware, we know who's hoarding them all. That is the problem. We've got... It is the problem nowadays, actually. You've got a lot of people who are, are collecting, basically. I mean, that's what I'm doing. I've got 4 Amigas and I'm not selling them. What was it? Right to here, this one. Not selling them. So we're collecting. Collectors don't sell. They just pass away and then their collection goes up for auction. That's over a month's worth. I'm playing the new Indiana Jones game on the Xbox at the moment, so it'll be interesting to be playing this one as well. I'm not going back to Epic. That was rubbish. Sorry, Epic. 30 quid for that. You'd probably persist with it if you were paying 30 quid. Persist. Oh, over a month's worth of Amigas. I see what you mean. I keep trying to sell a couple of A1200s, but can never decide which ones I can't live without. The A1200 is good. I like the way it's like. I never had one of these back in the day, but it is my go-to Amiga. It's a little bit faster, but it makes the quality of life, like just using Workbench and stuff, is just much better on this. It's nice. It's nice to use. I think I wanted one of these back in the day, but never got one. Moved on to the PC. Am I going to get a read error? So disc 6 might be dodgy, don't know. I'm originally an Acorn fan and moved to the Amiga, then PC. Oh, right. Is that Acorn Electron or Archimedes or the BBC? Are you talking about the Electron? Oh, stupid autocorrect, yeah. Bloody phones. Who needs phones? I ended up imaging my A600 and 1200 and sold them. Keep them alive in emulation now. The BBC in 82, there you go. That's the original Acorn. I'm not touching the A1000, just storing it and caressing it, keeping it mint. Does it work? It was 6, wow. I actually thought the first computer I ever used was the BBC Micro, but I found that picture of me that I put on my community post, where I'm next to what looks like a Apple II clone. So maybe the BBC wasn't the first computer I ever used. Maybe it was that weird Apple II clone. Still got a BBC Model B, yeah. Why didn't it make me put the disc back in just to say return to the main screen? BBC was an epic machine. Started with that myself. Archimedes is really cool too, but I only fiddled with them still. I remember seeing an Archimedes in school, but I never saw it turned on. It was like in a cupboard in a science room. Like it was the cupboard was like big, it had a bench in it and stuff, but I remember there being an Archimedes and I was like, what's that? And what's that doing in there? But I never saw it turned on. I've got 2 BBC Bs and an A320 in a big box. There you go. Yes, the A1000 works, but I want to keep it 100% original. Well, what would you really... You don't really need to do anything with it. It should be 100% original. With a Workbench... Is it 1.2 on it or something? Or Kickstart 1.2 that's on a disc? And it probably doesn't even need recapping or anything, does it? Because they don't have bad caps in that Amiga. It's the 600 and 1200 that have the bad caps. I'm a massive Archimedes fan, although never had one. Now I've got too many. I've got too many Amigas. Moss 6502. I have also got a BBC Micro B. I also have the Archimedes 410 ARM 2. Yeah, it's the original ARM processor, isn't it? Forgot all about that. Because there was no ARM 1, is that right? Is it ARM 2 was the first one? This has been going for 18 minutes while we were installing it, Fate of Atlantis. Shall we see if Indiana Jones works on Workbench 3.2? Because Monkey Island didn't. Look at this. I'm not sure about that Disk 6 thing though. Or is it there? This thing. It's kind of there. I don't know. That might be broken. Don't know. The ARM 1 was used to create the ARM 2. There you go. ARM 1 was the prototype second processor for the BBC. Yeah, you could shove an ARM in the BBC. That's crazy, isn't it? Right. Let's get rid of that for a minute. Let's see if Fate of Atlantis boots. If it does, then it works on Workbench 3.2. Oh no. Isn't that exactly what Monkey Island does as well? I think that's what Monkey Island does. Do you know what? And what fixes it? Oh, so many discs here. What fixes it on Monkey Island is booting Workbench. Hang on. It's booting into Workbench 2, so let's try that. Wow, so many discs. It's just stupid. I think. Good lord. It's just crazy. So disc 6 is dodgy. I'm not sure if this bag came with the game. I might have put them in here. I can't remember. It's just can't get this bag back in the thing. So I wonder if this is a case of it'll work on 3.2 but not in Workbench 3.2. I just remember linking two BBC Model Bs via Torch, and some games ran twice as fast, but split graphics across both. It was the Tube port. Yeah, I only found out about that Tube port recently. I knew the BBC was pretty good. I remember they used to have one in the science department. Used to play Revs on it, Revs and Frack, and what else was there? Zaxxon. So at the end of the day, I used to play those on it. I remember playing Revs was quite good. I don't remember how to use the BBC at all, but I remember I knew enough to how to boot games and stuff. I remember playing Frack. What game had the most discs on the Amiga? Monkey Island 2. Monkey Island 2 and this one, Fate of Atlantis, have both got 11. But I think there was a game that had more. I think the Torch disc add-on had a Z80 CPU to run CPM on. Tube port bus sounds familiar. Workout on disc swapping. Yeah. Frack, that game was so hard. Or at least, but yeah, I think I used to be able to get to the second level sometimes. I lost weeks to Revs. Revs was really good, as far as I remember. I mean, I haven't played it since then, since the back in the day, but Revs was good. Rise of the Robots had 15 discs. Frack was definitely the right name for it, yeah. Yep. Frack. Right, let's see if this works now. I wonder. Let's just see. Is it going to work now? Yeah, look at that. Press enter key to begin game. Oh, sorry. Oh, is this the copy protection? Oh, right. Have I actually got the copy protection for this? Oh, right. Your manual. I've got the manual. I've got the manual. Find sun number 2, moon number 3, and volcano number 1 on page 8 of your manual. What is this? What is this? This is the copy protection. Sun number 2. Match the stones, then push. What? I don't understand what I'm supposed to be doing. Find sun number 2. There's sun number 2. Moon number 3. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. That's crazy. That looks about right. Moon number 3. This is ridiculous. Oh, that did the sundial. Okay, right. Moon number 3 and volcano number 1. This is the craziest. This is gonna work. And press. Push the spindle. Oh, that's right. I think. What? Did that work? That didn't work. What? You can't see the Amiga output. Oh yeah, why can't you see the Amiga output? It's on my screen. What? Why is it blank? It's lost sync with it. Oh, now it's back. There you go. It lost sync with the little box. Yeah, I don't quite get this. It's just like page 8 of the manual. Oh, sorry. I get it. Oh, page 3 of the manual. I get what's going on here. Page 3 of the manual. Find sun number 3. Sun number 3. Oh God, this is really hard. Sun. Oh, no, wait. Sun. Right. Sun number 3. Moon number 3. It's really hard to find the stuff. Moon number 3. That's in the right place already. And volcano number 2. These are really quite hard to find. Volcano number 2 is over there. Right. That's supposed to work. Okay, it worked that time. I did something wrong before. You didn't miss anything but the what's it screen? That screen basically. Well, this is I'm not going to play this today, but I'm just checking that it works. So this must be the exact same code that's running Monkey Island 2 because they both fail and work in exactly the same way. That's pretty good. Wow, it's just straight in the game. Oh, there's already so much stuff going on in here. Oh, look at that. That's so cool. Yeah, this must be the exact same game engine as Monkey Island 2. So it works on the Amiga 1200, but not in Workbench 3.2. But does work with Kickstart 3.2. I only ever played this on PC, so strange to hear the audio differently here. Yeah. Looks pretty good, though. So it's working. It's working. Oh, I pressed escape. Oh, what? What? What's happening? No, I don't want to do that. Yeah, it's exactly this. Right, we're not going to play this today, but That works. That totally works. That is a working... Is it going to lose sync again? It is a black screen at the moment. Like a real black screen. For realsies. Excellent. So there's another game to play in the future. Is Indiana Jones. I've got it. And I might go back and play some Champions of Kryn at some point. Still got that to play. But yeah, I think did they come out in the same year, Monkey Island 2 and the Indiana Jones game? Because they're definitely running the same code because they're broken in exactly the same ways. Broken. What about Amiga 40? Oh, Amiga 40. I don't know. I haven't got any plans, but it is Amiga 40. You should do something. I still haven't done any videos in the last few weeks, really, so there's that. Is anyone else doing any Amiga 40 stuff? There's at least a month's worth of weekends to play Fate of Atlantis. Well, yeah, I think we spent a long time playing Monkey Island 2 as well. But I think Champions of Kryn will be more. I've got quite a lot of games on. I need some space to store games because I've got games just sitting everywhere. I've got Oh No More Lemmings to play as well. And we could do some more Trivial Pursuit at some point. Trivial Pursuits. I don't know what came out of that box, but loads of crap came out of it. This tune was made by Monster, Audio Monster. 19th of April 1991. Amiga 30 was big in Amsterdam. Yeah, I should do an Amiga 40 video. I don't know what I'll do though. Something. Still need to do my real-time clock video. I haven't done a video on the real-time clock yet. Let's have a look if we can mess about with the let's mess about with the time. So what is it? So when does the Amiga wrap? Does it wrap round? If I go to like, if I say 2079, is it possible? Oh, it's just stopped. You could do 2079. I thought. Weird. Ah. It went to 2099. What's the date that's screwing it up then? Is it 2080? Why does it keep going away when I do that? No, it's got 2080 in there. I'm not sure if things are organised. Amiga 40 live stream, epic speedrun and a stream of pain. Yeah. So can 2099 work? I just want to do... If I do use, it just goes away. That's weird. 2099 is working. But if I do year 3000, is that going to work? No. Might get it down to 15 minutes. Dave, have you heard of a PD music sample with Clint Eastwood voice in it, probably from '82. No. No is the answer. So the Amiga clock can't do year 3000. That's one thing. Your real-time video announcement made me sold at a CR 2032 battery into my A2000 daily drive. Right, that's good. I haven't even done anything with the real-time clock yet, but it's interesting to note that the real-time clock in this, even though I can set that time, it isn't going to be able to remember that. That's going to be the problem. What's the time it's going to be able to remember? It's... whoa, hang on. Can I... Is there a calculator? Yes! It's... What's the time it's going to be able to remember up to? I can't remember. It's not actually done as a math thing, it's just done as a if it's less than this. It might be 2079. So I think if you set this to 2080 and then turn the Amiga off, it won't come back at that time, I think. That's what I think is going to go on. We could try it now. If I set this to 2080, or what's it going to do in this case? It's going to come back as something weird. I can't remember what it uses as the year for the offset. "2080 will explode your Amiga." Yeah, I think so. If I save that, I'm going to actually turn it off. I'm going to turn it off. So that 2080 should be remembered in the real-time clock, but I don't think the real-time clock can do that. And then it's going to come back with 9. I can't remember. I'd have to look at how it, because it's only storing 2 digits. So I can't remember how it's offsetting it. But I don't think this is going to come back as 2080. I think it's going to come back as something else. We'll see. Oh, I'm booting Workbench 2, which is not helping. That's not helping at all. Let's see what the real-time clock gives me. Here we go. Part of me really hopes that in 2085 people are still modding and maintaining Amigas, keeping it alive. Well, they won't be keeping the real-time clock alive. I don't think so. Here we go. What's the time going to be? Or what's the year going to be? 1980. There you go. It didn't do it. So that's, I think the Amiga itself can store that time, but the real-time clock can't. Oh, you can't see it. Wait a minute. That's really annoying. It keeps... Why can't you see it? There we go. Don't know why it's not syncing up sometimes. It's a bit annoying. There you go. So that number got remembered in the real-time clock, but it didn't. It's only storing the 2 digits. So it looks at that and it says anything that's, you know, less than a certain number or greater than a certain number must be 1900s, because it has to assume that. So even though the Amiga can have a clock that goes further, the real-time clock can't. So that's a bit annoying. But it's kept the time correct and everything. Oh no, the time's not quite right there, is it? So let's set us back to 2025. But yeah, 2080 doesn't work. Rocky's still a happy good girl. Rocky's a good boy, actually. He's a boy. And he's over here. He's snoring. You probably can't hear him, but he's snoring. There's the Rocky cam. He's just... yeah, can't really hear him. Let's set the clock. I hate this minute slider thing on this. It's rubbish. It's 23:32. The clock's not quite right. That's about right. Is that right? February 8th at 2025, 23:32. That's right. Saturday. Yeah, that's right. Whereabouts are you, Dave? I am in the northwest. In the northwest of England. I just scored the most beautiful counter-attack goal in my Pro Evolution Soccer game. Nice work. It's worth you getting into football just so you can fully appreciate how good that goal was. Pro Evolution Soccer was the one that everybody loved, didn't they? Everybody thought that was the best. Dave's in Deepest, Darkest Maxwell. That is correct. Nice deep sleep. Yeah, I don't know if he's in a deep sleep, but he's definitely sleeping. Rocky is a boy. Yes, he will probably expose himself on the webcam at some point, and then you will know. My stomping ground for cycling in the peaks. Oh, right, there you go. Yeah, it's good for cycling around here. It's very good. Tunstall. Yeah, it's down the road. Tunstall is down the road, kind of. So there we go. So yeah, real-time clock doesn't work. It's gonna screw up in 2080. Well, the Amiga will be able to keep time for a bit later than that, but the real-time clock won't. At least this real-time clock won't. In fact, could they fix that? I don't know how you'd fix that. You'd have to update Workbench and update the hardware as well to fix that. There you go. Not the worst thing in the world, but the real-time clock is got its. I can't believe it doesn't store the full year. They only stored 2 digits. I don't know why. They could have made it store the full year, but they didn't. I mean, it's just a piece of hardware that doesn't do it, but just didn't do it. They just thought 2 digits. That's all you need. FIFA took over about 10 years until 2021 when fans started modding Pro Evo 21. Now a heavily overhauled version of Pro Evo 21 is the best again. Longish Road, yeah, near Hanley. Why does it still say 32 there? That's weird. Oh, now it's not really keeping time very well. Oh, there we go. I will not reach 2080 alive. Let's have a look. What have we got? Let's do it on the Amiga. Let's finally do the let's do something on the Amiga. Oops. What did I type then? Calculator. 80 minus 25. 55 years time. It's possible. It's possible I could be alive, but it's not probable I'll be alive. It won't be in a good way. Yeah. 3 miles from Hanley. Haven't been for a long time. Entire place on the downtrend. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Right, another random selection of stuff. These aren't going to work. Axel F. This is going to get me a copyright. Most places are on the downturn nowadays. They feel like it's one of those things everyone always said since time began. Maybe. I think we've got the problem that the internet has caused lots of businesses to go away. So there's that. But some places are just they're on a double downturn because they've got like they're just going down anyway, and then the internet is also killing shops as well. So you get double downturns in some places. Because Macclesfield's just turning into a bunch of charity shops and burger places and pizza places, and that's it. And coffee shops. Not really much else here. Copyright strike in 3, 2, 1. What's the name of that song? It's completely gone from my mind. Oh, the Axel. Isn't it just called Axel F? I can't remember who did it though. Originally. Oh, that's weird. It's 10 minutes long though. We can't take 10 minutes of this. Let's try this one. It's quite good, but the internet has also made it possible for the government and media to hide things from the public, which should be a huge positive force in the world theoretically. Harold Faltermeyer did this, I think. Oh. I don't think I knew that. Didn't this get in the charts? I thought it did. Rocky's woken up. Oh, there he is. Hang on. There you go. He's decided to face the camera for once. It's weird, you're just watching my dog and listening to Axel F. That's not how you thought your night was going to go. He's been on a long walk today though, so he's pretty tired, I think. And he's old. I just walked him because it's Saturday. I thought I can walk him further. Isn't it just called Beverly Hills Cop thing? No, I think it was just called Axel F, wasn't it? That's what I thought was the actual name, Axel F. Yeah, Axel F is the name, but it did serve as the theme for the movies. Right, now it's just gone into the crazy land. Whoops, wrong way. That's not going to play. It will play, but it'll sound rubbish. These XMs and stuff just don't play very well. He is just sitting there. He's quite happily asleep, I think. Yep, he's just quite happily sleeping. Right, I'm going to call it a day in a bit. I'm tired. It's nearly midnight. But that was fun. Well, it wasn't fun, actually. That game wasn't fun. It was... What was it? What can we say about Epic? I think... I was thinking that Amiga Format had been harsh on that review, because I'd not played it, but I thought, that seems harsh. And I don't think it is that harsh. I think that's not a good game. And I think it's got the, you know, it's got the elements of a good game, but it's not a good game. That's unfortunate. It was only fun because we're here to help take the strain. I think its pants says it all. I think that I would agree that, yeah. Its pants, 34%. So it worked though, it ran. And it was 3D, and it was fast. The controls were horrible. I mean, you weren't playing it, but have a go at it, and you see how well you do at that. The controls are horrible. So there's that. And the manual appears to be just confusing. But hey, it was 1992, and that was the best 3D game you were going to get, probably. It only took 6 of us to attempt to figure out how to play it. It did. I mean, I think I got it by then. Maybe that help thing will tell you where to go. If that's the case, that's alright. But it's just got some stupidly annoying game mechanics, like a stupidly low time limit that when you don't even know what you're doing, a time limit is the worst thing that you want. You could have at least done the first mission without a time limit. That would have helped. So there's that. There's not knowing where the hell to go. There's your weapons just run out of bullets and then you have to wait minutes for them to come back. Meanwhile, the time limit's running out. So you basically, that's just saying if you fire too much, you've messed up the level. And then you can also run out of fuel, which means you're just stuck in the middle of the level doing nothing. And you can also just fly off the map and then it's impossible to get back. So all in all, it's like if you could just get rid of a lot of those little niggly things, you might have a decent chance at a game and make the controls a bit better. It might actually be a decent game, but it does look like it was maybe just... I know they say it took 2 years, but it looks like it was rushed a little bit. Yeah, so maybe they didn't finish it and they went, that'll do. We're just happy it works. But yeah, and then 30 quid. Ooh, that'd be nasty. 30 quid. £30 for that. Thanks again, yeah, thanks again for coming. It's been fun. I've been meaning to get to Epic, and you won't be seeing it again on the channel. Robocop 3, actually, I don't know, I'd be interested to compare it to Robocop 3, because that's probably one of the games I could think that would, you know, it had 3D in it, didn't it? But isn't Robocop 3 rubbish as well? Or is that just me? What did Robocop 3 get in Amiga format? I'm going to look now. Robocop 3 Amiga format. Let's have a look. Wait a minute. Amiga format, 91%? Wait a minute, so it actually got like nearly 90% across the board. Wow. So definitely better than Epic. But some people did give Epic 90%. Hang on a minute, let's just, before we go, one thing I want to do, apart from put a mod on that's not rubbish. Oh, that's all. Double Dragon 2, that's good. Right. Before we go, let me just look at, right, the highest rating review was CU Amiga. Is that Commodore User Amiga? Is that what that is? They gave it 91%. They said it was £26, not £30 as well. Were they paid or something? The neutron blaster, which throws out a concentrated beam of energy in front of the ship. Best of all. Selected weapons. They're just saying it's great. What are they saying? Graphics 93%. Sound 84%. Last ability 88%. Playability 92%. As the game progresses, all have a knock-on effect for subsequent missions. Failure to blow up a magnum cannon in the planet before will result in the near total destruction of the convoy, leaving you alone. It doesn't sound like they played it. The sheer scale of the game is also impressive. Up to 400 polygons can be on the screen per second. And multiple battle sequences can involve more than 350 ships. I don't think they played it. Predator ships will merely pursue a vessel until it either is on target or destroyed. This is just... I don't think they even played it. With some super fast polygon routines, the chance of dogfights are plenty. Epic definitely lives up to its name. I don't think they played that game at all. That's just complete nonsense. Yeah, Robocop 3's got good reviews. Robocop 3 was pretty groundbreaking for the time, and it's got the good music. Lemmings or Trivial Pursuit next time. Yeah, well, I've got Trivial. We could do some more Trivial Pursuit actually. Maybe we should have another round of Trivial Pursuit. Just need to remember which question pack to load. Maybe Lemmings 2. We did Lemmings 1 all the way through. Yeah, I've got Oh No More Lemmings to play. Yep, totally have. I want to play the game CU Amiga did. Or at least that's what they Or at least said they did. Yeah, they totally didn't. They didn't play that game. They're just going on about the cannons and things like that. It's just like, and the dogfight. You see the dogfight? It was garbage. Oh well. Technically impressive, but unfortunately rubbish. And we're still seeing that in the games industry today. We're seeing like Concord, technically good game, rubbish, and got pulled after a week. This Double Dragon 2 music just reminds me of one of the... I think I retrobrighted my Amiga or Commodore 64 or something. And I used this music when it's sitting out in the garden in the sun. This just reminds me of doing that retrobrite. You'd think with that intro they would have saved all that work for good game, wouldn't you? I suppose you've got to remember that back in the day, to create a game like that with 3D graphics and stuff would have been quite a feat just in itself getting it running. So I think by the time you've done all that work and you've got the thing going and all this kind of stuff, and then you're trying to make, then you've got to try and make it good on top of that. That's why it would have taken a very long time to make a good game out of that. Because by the time you've got it all working and it's rubbish, you're like, oh, what do we do now? So I think it's just too much. It's probably too much to ask of the Amiga because you've got so much work to do just to get the 3D graphics up and running. And then you've got to build the game on top of it. So they should have maybe... It's not the... Like I said, it's not the Amiga's strength, the 3D stuff. It can do it, but it's not what it's good at. Star Fox hadn't come out yet. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But Star Fox was a simpler game. It was fly along this kind of trench and shoot stuff and fly through hoops and things. So Star Fox was much simpler. And they were kind of telling you what to do. Do a barrel roll. Shoot this. Go here. Like, it was quite obvious what to do. This was like... I don't know. It didn't really make much sense. It might have been better as like a trench... Flying along a trench shooter thing. Right. I think that's it. I think that's the end of the stream. We've seen the last of Epic. It's going to stay in my collection probably and sit there and gather dust. Give it away as the Amiga 40 prize. it's like the Amiga's 40 years old. You get a copy of this terrible game to play on your Amiga 1200. God's music is iconic like Shadow of the Beast. Yes. Either way, it wasn't out yet. True. Yes. Good night, everyone. The box looks great. The box art is good. We've got to hand it to the box art. Right, that's it. I'm going to be clicking the stop button. It might be here next week or it might be a couple of weeks. I don't know. I'm doing every other week at the moment, but maybe next week. I don't know. Have fun with your Amigas. Get ready for Amiga 40 because we don't know what we're going to be doing. Nothing. Maybe just boot your Amiga up and see if it still works after 4 years. Right. Catch you in the next one.